Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. All right. So, question for you while you're listening to this. I've had a comment that the audio doesn't sound right. When I check it on all my systems, it sounds fine. So, if all of you can let me know in the comments if you feel like it, if the audio sounds really far away to you or if it sounds normal or whatnot, because again, I have everything set up. It seems fine on my end, but listening to crappy audio on a video is just not pleasant. So do let me know in the comments. Now back to the reading. I'm using the Awakening Avalon Oracle deck this week that we created at Avalon Spirit. The link is available in the description box below if you feel a draw to the deck. So let's see what we have in this new energy. So I don't know about all of you, but this week really started with this, again, this new energy that Spirit's talking about and all of that. But for me, it came through with this purge of emotion and tears. And I just cried and cried and cried and cried. And it wasn't a sad cry. You know the difference between a sad cry but then a release cry? And it was it moved my whole being. I don't know how to explain it beyond that. So it is some powerful energy this week, at least in how I'm personally experiencing it. When I feel into the collective though, there is a powerful energy. So for you, it might not be tears, it might be this energy of creation and manifestation or action or things like that, but there's a big movement energy, big waves kind of coming in. So let's see what Spirit has to share as we kind of keep moving through this week. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so they're talking about, well, this is really interesting. They're saying the energies are a continuation of what we saw in the beginning of November, but this time we are more insulated in the experience, meaning we are more protected. Whatever these energies are, there's a protection energy around it also. And they're showing it to me like a winter mitten, right? It keeps your hands warm from the elements. So you go outside and you're not going to get as cold as you would have. You're not going to get as, you're not going to get frostbite. You're not, whatever, you've got the mitten on. That's the energetics around us as we move through this, these waves of energy. We are more insulated to it. So they say that to take away the feeling of fear or anxiety that can come up when these waves of energies come up. I would also be curious what the sun is doing. I haven't checked. I don't know if there's been solar flares recently or if we will see solar flares very soon, because that often tends to happen when the sun is getting involved in it also. So something to be said for that. But we're more insulated, which is really nice. Again, this energetic kind of safeguard sort of thing. All right, let's see what the cards have to say here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I totally get this. So this I really love, because this says, set your boundaries, allow yourself to say no. However, what I'm really seeing with this is that mitten that Spirit was talking about. Remember I said, they're showing me a mitten around our hand, and now we have the hand, and it's a boundary card. And so it's really, Spirit is reinforcing that boundary of protection. You can set your own boundaries in this as well, but I'm really getting a big push that this card today is really representing that energetic boundary around you, that insulation to your boundaries. There's a spiritual energetic boundary safeguarding your movements as well in this energy. So again, the message is you are safe. You are safe. Again, general message. So you have to really ponder how that applies for you. But that's the energy. So when you sit in that, knowing that, and you kind of go within again and you ponder more deeply, can you move through that energy of fear or anxiety and really get to the root of the movement, which is super positive, super forward-based, propelling us leaps and bounds is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So under the whirl, if you're feeling it, you might not be feeling it, right? You might already just feel warm and cozy in that mitten and you're like, yeah, no, it's there. It's no big deal. For others, like me, it felt more exposed, but it's so interesting how this card is coming up with the visual they gave me before. Now, the other thing which I find interesting is this Talk to the Moon card for 2 reasons. So this says, invite dreams and messages. That is a huge piece right now. There's a lot of dream state messaging happening right now, big time. So really pay attention to what's coming through in your dreams, as well as invite in dream state messaging. Before you go to bed, you can say to Spirit, listen, I want to have some communications in dream state. Can you help me bring this through? That's one part of the message. The second part, though, is we have a full moon coming up on the 15th. So on Sunday is a full moon, and it's a full moon in Gemini. There's a big release energy with that moon also. So this is really interesting, the energy that's coming up and the movement and the release and the expression. Talk to the moon and talk to the energies within dream state. Everything is building up to this moon energy in a beautiful way for you to release, express, and make more space for, or for you to release, express, and realize where you're at, or help manifest your dreams into reality. Really use that moon energy this week as we ramp up to it. And then as well, we have listen to your body. This says, feel into your body's wisdom. So this is really neat because it's expressing how our body is being a real conduit for the information we need. Is your body feeling centered and grounded? If not, what do you need to do, right? How do you need to help your body to be comforted and grounded? Is your body needing to move, right? How are you moving your body? How are you stretching your body? How is your body reacting to certain environments and situations or people? Again, like our bodies have such a beautiful capacity to communicate things from the spirit realms, from the higher cosmic realms as well. So really listen to what your body is saying. And if you're only feeling anxiety or fear, go in deeper like this picture, sit longer, a little bit longer, get beyond that, get under the surface of that and feel into what's actually happening, because you might be amazed at what's coming up. And if I can use myself as an example, again, these tears that were pouring out of me, if I wasn't willing to look into it, I would have thought, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Or I'm overwhelmed or anything like that. But I went in deeper, and the words within the depths were actually success. These tears coming out was a success. It was a movement of energy. It was a releasing of energy in the way in which it needed to release from my body, which was tears, right? It's not something I would pick first. I would maybe pick dance or movement, but it needed to come as tears, which is completely fine. But it was like, instead of staying on the surface and being like, oh my gosh, what is this? I went deeper and it became this beautiful expression. So the key is in perspective, as always, like Spirit says. So notice your perspective, go in a little bit deeper, listen to your body right now. Know that the spirit world is helping to set a beautiful energetic insulation around you. Connect in the dream state messages, as well as in the lead up to the moon, really using your body as that conduit. So I think this is a beautiful message today. It's stunning. So I will leave that with all of you. Thank you as always for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow.